iPhone 8 Plus versus iPhone 11 speed test. That video's coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the 8 Plus versus the iPhone 11. Now, I did a should you upgrade comparison. I'll leave a link down below, but today we're going to check out the performance differences. Let's begin with a boot up in 3, 2, 1 and see which one can get there first. Now, we do have the Apple A11 CPU on the left, the A13 Bionic on the right, and we do have 3 GB of RAM on the 8 Plus and 4 GB of RAM for the iPhone 11, both with in-house Apple GPUs. And you can see that the iPhone 8 Plus turns on first over the iPhone 11. I think this may change in future updates, but right now, you just seen the 8 Plus faster to turn on than the iPhone 11. All right, guys, so when it comes to Touch ID versus Face ID, we can't directly compare them because they are different technologies. One is a hardware fingerprint sensor, but you can see that the 8 Plus on iOS 13.1.3 has a very fast unlock, and a lot of people like the convenience. You don't even have to look at the phone to unlock it. With the iPhone 11, it's also very fast to unlock, but you have to look at the device. Now, some people like the security of Face ID a little bit more, and I like the convenience of getting into applications. In terms of speed, they're pretty similar, but I think that it's a little bit easier to unlock the 8 Plus without looking at the phone. So maybe you can say there's more convenience to Touch ID because you could just pull it out of your pocket, or as you could say there's more security to the iPhone 11's Face ID, but in terms of speed, they're pretty similar. Okay, guys, so confirming their softwares, iOS 13.1.3, 13.2 will be available around Halloween, but you can see they're both on the same software. Okay, guys, so you can see we have everything closed out on both devices, and let's go ahead and begin with clock. 3, 2, 1, and you can see pretty similar stuff. Now, I will say that the gesture is just faster every time, so it lends to the iPhone 11 just feeling like a faster navigation experience. Let's go into the calculator, and that's pretty similar. Let's go into settings, also pretty similar. Let's go into App Store. And you can see App Store looked like it was a little faster for the iPhone 11, but I mean, this is so small. These are just everyday applications, but stuff you open quite frequently. And you could see iPhone 11 first there. And this might not matter so much right now, but down the line, the A13 should perform better over the long haul. It was a little faster, it seemed like, on Pandora. Let's go into Snapchat. You could see that was to the iPhone 11. Let's go into Instagram. And you can see iPhone 11 first there, just slightly. So it doesn't seem like performance is going to be enough to convince you to go to an iPhone 11. That's why I made the full comparison. Heading into YouTube, and there we go, iPhone 11. So now that we're getting into these more third-party applications, you're seeing a little bit better performance for the 11. Let's go into eBay. And eBay does open up here first for Apple's iPhone 11. And there goes the 8 Plus. So a little bit snappier here for 11. Let's go into Best Buy. And you can see Best Buy first there for the 11. So now that we're in third-party apps, like I say, starting to perform better on the 11. And you could see the 11 over there. Temple Run is a little bit ahead there on the right. It was just slightly ahead. As we get into the more graphically intensive games, definitely should see better performance for the newer device. Let's go into the next game and see what happens here. And the 11 again. So actually looking like a pretty good sign here for iPhone 11 buyers. At least you're going to have slightly better performance if you do upgrade. Let's go here. But I still don't think that this is a deciding factor. Like I've said earlier, you see the 11 a little bit faster there. I don't think this is the deciding factor. The deciding factor is, do you want the longer battery life? Do you want the cameras? That's going to be a deciding factor, because you've seen in this first round of applications, the 11 was ahead, but not by a lot, but still got to give it the win because its navigation is faster. When you go ahead and you swipe out, that's a little bit faster than hitting this button right here. That's just a little bit slower of an experience than the 11 and less smooth, actually. So let's run through the applications to see if we do get any reloads here for iPhone 8 Plus. So far, a little reload there on Best Buy. eBay looks good to go. YouTube looks good. Instagram and Snapchat. Let's go into Pandora. Amazon, let's go into App Store, settings, let's go into calculator and clock. So pretty good RAM management on iOS. It's a very efficient system. So let's do the iPhone 11. Now, I'm telling you, this gesture just gives the phone a smoother feel, and that actually makes a difference. A little bit of a reload there on Best Buy. Let's go to eBay. And 4 gigabytes of RAM though should give this a little bit better performance. It just looks better, I think, visually using the iPhone 11 due to the gesture. Again, it just looks smoother to the eye, and that can give you the perception that you are using a much faster feeling phone. So iPhone 8 Plus users will probably notice a little bit more of a smoother feel versus so much of a faster feel. So one thing I want to do is go ahead and open up the camera, see which one does it first. 3, 2, 1. And you can see, look like the 8 Plus had that. Let's close those out and do it again. Let's go to the cameras in 3, 2, 1. And yeah, it looks like the 8 Plus a little faster to open that. Let's go ahead and hit a photo, and you could see they take photos at a pretty similar pace. Let's check out the burst, 3, 2, 1. And you can see they both burst very fast as well. Okay, so I imported the same 49-second clip. It's actually a clip from my iPhone 11 camera samples. So here's the 4K 60 for the iPhone. And you can see scrubbing through this timeline here on iMovie is very silky smooth for the iPhone 8 Plus, and same thing for the iPhone 11. But how fast can they render these things out? That's going to be the question of this little test right here. So let's go ahead and save video for iPhone 8 Plus. Let's hit save video. For the iPhone 11, you can see in 4K, 3, 2, and 1. And I will come back when these are done exporting this 50-second 4K clip. And the final results are in, and they finished at nearly the same time. So maybe this means that iMovie is not optimized yet for the A13, but that being said, that means that maybe right now getting an iPhone 11 performance, there's really nothing to speak of. I mean, this is video rendering at 4K, and this is a 2-year-old phone. So yeah, so far, not much to speak of in the performance section of these two phones, besides, again, feeling a little smoother on the iPhone 11 and having slightly faster application open times. So the final Geekbench results are in, and not a massive jump on the single, but enough so to say it's a win, and a massive jump here in the multi-core. But in reality, you see that there's not a big difference in terms of the actual power and prowess of both of these phones. Now, to the person who's gonna say, you're not really testing anything, you're just simply opening apps, you should do something more scientific. Why does that matter to your life? What are you gonna do day to day? I'm almost, you know what? No, I'm not almost. I'm 100% sure what you do on a day to day is you open your apps constantly in and out using different applications all throughout but where there is a difference is the user experience, like gestures versus the Touch ID. Camera experience is different, the battery life is different, and for that, check out my should you upgrade from the iPhone 8 Plus to the iPhone 11. If you guys enjoyed the speed test, go ahead and click that like button for me. If you want to see more speed tests, let me know down below which phones you want to see, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. I will catch you all in the very next episode. Be sure to be well, and peace.